Da terra vem vida. E nós não podemos tirar da terra a vida só para nós. Nós temos que pensar naqueles que vêm depois de nós. Então a terra tem que ser para sempre. Então nós temos que tratar ela com muito carinho, porque a terra é fonte de vida para o povo de Deus.
De fevereiro de 2005, em um lugar da Amazônia brasileira chamado Esperança, mataram Irmã Dorothy, uma freira norte-americana de 73 anos, naturalizada brasileira.
Ela não sabia que aqui e ali estava sendo desenhada a morte dela. E encontraram a Dorothy. Quando encontrou a Dorothy, reacendeu o negócio do planejamento. Tu tens coragem de matar esta velha? Ela leu Mateus para os senhores e virou as costas e caminhou, senhores. E ele diz: se a senhora não resolveu nada até agora, a senhora não vai resolver nada. E dá um tiro. Ela caiu, ele se aproximou e descarregou todo o revólver.
Going to Brazil because that's where my sister is. My sister was murdered there, and I'm going to her grave. There are things that you just do. You don't think about whether you can or can't. You just do. And as her youngest brother, I want to see if I can be of any help.
Maggie! Damn it.
David Stang, irmão de Dorothy, conhecia a irmã Beck Spires há mais de 3 décadas. Beck era a amiga mais próxima de Dorothy e veio para o Brasil com ela e outras irmãs da congregação de Notre Dame para trabalhar com a população carente da Amazônia.
I learned everything about being a missionary from Dorothy. I learned from her. Dorothy was a deeply spiritual woman, but she couldn't give her whole mission in church and from the church. Her mission had to be carried on wherever the poor, the small, the weak, the needy were, and where their problems were.
This is where Dorothy slept? See? May I take her personal things?
Yes.
She was very simple, had very few things. That was my father. The drive she had for nature came from my father. Dot and I were very close. We were both missionaries. We both had the same sense of activism, of love and compassion for those who have nothing. And she went to Brazil because I went to Africa first, and that ticked her off. Her younger brother went to the missions first. She never forgave me for that. Dorothy was in Brazil from 1967. She loved Brazil so much, she took on the citizenship of Brazil. Because of all the work that she did with the poor, migrants, peasants, farmers, people truly in need that had no power. Those people called her the angel of the Amazon.
Dorothy and I came here, this was all forest. And now look at it. It's this. This was all what you'd call virgin forest, tropical rainforest, and now it's pasture. The great majority of it is pasture. It just makes you sick.
O desmatamento na Amazônia alcançou seu ápice no último ano da vida de Dorothy. Estima-se que mais de 1/5 da maior floresta tropical do mundo esteja destruída.
There is no virgin forest.
Yeah.
None. You know, like Dorothy and I still had the privilege of walking in it when it was still there.
Right.
It's not here. It's not anymore. Dorothy really loved the forest, and she would walk for hours. It's like walking around in God's arms. I don't know exactly how things are on the other side of this life, but I'm sure wherever she is, she's in the forest.
One of the things that makes me as a person work is the magnificence of the forest. And so how can we help bring an awareness of what's happening so that there's a chance for people to live and enjoy the beauties of this magnificent world that I've had the chance to live.
Vigil. Her body was here, laying to rest.
So there was one shot on the head?
In the back.
In the back of the head?
And that's what killed her.
And how many shots in the body?
About 6.
Why, 7 shots?
Yeah, yeah. Until I saw her body, it was like a dream. And I could not believe that they actually killed Dot. And when I saw her body all filled with blood and dirt, then I realized that they had actually killed her. It didn't hit me until she got closer, and I saw the coffin. And then they took her out of the coffin and put her up on this table so they could remove the bullets.
Yeah.
I was on this side of her. She was looking at us. Her face was terribly swollen. But I could tell it was Dot because of the shoes. Mm-hmm. And I said to myself, they silenced Dot.
Poucos dias após o assassinato de Dorothy, 2 homens foram presos e confessaram o crime. Um terceiro acusado de ter sido cúmplice foi preso em seguida. O executor do crime é um trabalhador do campo de 28 anos que havia chegado recentemente ao estado do Pará.
Não sabia mal o que fazer da minha vida, não. Quando eu disparei, fui pensar depois que eu estava na mata lá e não tinha plano para isso, não. Eu nunca tinha feito isso com ninguém. Foi a primeira vez e caí nessa cilada aí.
A principal cena foi mostrada por raio branco.
Os acusados são chamados a participar da reconstituição do crime.
They shot her once when she fell to the ground, and then they shot the other 5 with their own gun.
No dia do crime houve uma reunião, ela fez uma reunião com o pessoal dela e que era para tirar a gente de lá, né?
A gente encontrou com ela, aí ela parou conversando com a gente e de repente ela falou que sobre a questão daquela terra, que era pra gente sair dali, que a gente tava poluindo o meio ambiente.
A gente sabe quando você tá num lugar que você não está sendo bem visto. Aí